couple of coaches pointed out your schedule not being around as much during spring practice. What adjustments have you made and you guys together made to try and free that up?
Well, it was frustrating, but it was a class I had to take for my major too, and that's really, it was only when it was offered, so it was a bummer having to leave practice early and not getting to do a lot of the team periods and all that. But I'm sure if it was miss some spring practice or missing the fall, that they'd rather it be in the spring. So, but that's behind me now, and I'll be at all of camp. So.
What steps did you have to take to make sure you stayed on pace during spring and got yourself prepared so you could come in here ready to go?
Yeah, I don't think I really had a let off from the class. I was still doing all the weekend practices, and I just would have to leave a little early on the weekdays, but the playbook came fine, and I just didn't get to rep. Just got less reps as a whole, but I still don't feel it was like a let off with my development or anything like that.
What's your major?
Psychology.
There's another former collegiate quarterback who's doing some big things in Seattle. You ever talk to Russell or pick his brain at all?
Yeah, I saw him this summer. He had his Russell Wilson Passing Academy down in Richmond, so I went down there and was just around with them and some old teammates, old friends. So it was good to see him doing great. I expect him to keep going.
You take anything away from him and give you any advice you guys talk about football?
You just keep it small. He gets a lot of questions all the time. As a friend of him, you don't want to sort of like interview him. So it's more of a just be around him, watch how he goes about everything, because he's a guy I look up to, and he's had about as much success as you can have to this point. So it's somebody you just watch and sort of take notes on how he goes about his everyday life.